It's your boy Tay Tay, and it is story time. It is story time. So yeah, as you know, this is my very first story time, so bear with me. I might get nervous a little bit, so bear with me. So as you guys know, most of you guys know, I live in Ohio, and it's like super crazy down here. So you know how you play basketball. So me and my friends playing basketball. Me and my niggas playing basketball. We got finished playing basketball, and as we got finished, half of my friends went to the corner of the school to go sit down. We're playing basketball at school, to let you guys know. We went to the, well, I didn't go to the corner. Half of them went to the corner of the school to go sit down. And as that happened, it had two dudes walk up to the court. One of them had a ski mask on, one of them didn't. They were just talking like they were just walking past the park. And they looked around the corner to see where my friends was, and I thought they knew them. And one of them ran like to the playground. I don't know if they ran through the playground, but one of them ran to the playground. And one of them left. And then all of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, like the same dudes came back, but they came in a car full of dudes. And one of them poked their head out the window. It was like, everybody move. I was gonna say, nigga, you move, but that wasn't I didn't want to get shot. I had a feeling they had a gun, which they did. So let me just get into the story to tell you why they had a gun. So they came up to the school. Dude had his head out the window, had his whole head out the window. Everybody moved. So I moved. Everybody moved away from the court. As you know, the game has been over, so I'm just shooting around. It had like a couple people. They had a girl up there. Had my nigga Martay, as you know, his gamer tag Lil Goins 1999 or Lil Goins 99. So it's us up there just shooting around, and dude come up there. Everybody move. So we move, and they go over there to where my other friends was. I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm gonna just name them by letters. They had K, H, S, and let's see, W. So they go over there, and as I tell you, one of the dudes were like, I was cool with one of the dudes, but I didn't talk to him all like that, but I was cool with him. So it had two dudes get out the car. One of them didn't have a ski mask on, but one of them did. And I wasn't expecting. I thought they went over there to talk to him. So as it escalated, like 2 minutes later, pow! I'm like, bro, that's a gun. I took off the long way to go home, but the usual way I go home, it would be shorter, but I didn't want to take that way, because if they would have saw me, I had a feeling they would have shot at me too. So I was so scared. I had my LeBron, I had the old LeBrons on, like the very first LeBrons, like LeBron made. I mean, they weren't beat, but after I ran through all that mud, they were beat. So as we were shooting around, like everybody ran completely different ways. Like we ran our own ways. So one of the girls ran straight. I ran, like I curved to the right, but I turned around and ran. And as I said, Martay, my nigga Martay was there. He was there too. So I'm looking at everybody. I looked at everybody. I looked at the girl. She was scared. I know I was scared. And then me and Martay made eye contact. I'm looking at him. He look at me. He know I'm scared. I look at this man. This man smiling like it's a game. I'm like, nigga, we could have got shot. And he just cheesing. This nigga Martay was cheesing like it was a game. So I run. I'm still running. I don't know where Martay went. I think he just ran straight with the girl, or he ran somewhere different. But I'm running. I hop the fence. I get everything so muddy. I had a white t-shirt on, some basketball shorts, my LeBrons. When I get home, I'm just running. When I get home, I run to the door. I'm like, breathing all hard. Mom, I'm like, what are you breathing hard for? I barely could talk now. They shooting at, I'm out of breath. I can't talk. They shooting at the park. She's like, who's shooting at the park? I was like, these dudes came up there, just started shooting. So I get home, and the neighbors telling me they outside. I guess they heard the gunshot too. So, and they telling So they were saying that their daughter was up there, and S is their daughter. So I didn't know she was up there. So when I told you that the boy ran like through the park, like where the playground was, he ran over there to the girl, and I didn't know she was at the park. And they said that that they shot at her too, but I only heard one gunshot, and that's when they came up there. And yeah, so I heard that one gunshot, and that's when I took off. So when I got home, I told my mom what happened. Oh, they shooting at the park. They shooting at the park. And then I see Martay and this boy across the street, and I'm like, Martay, he's just still cheesing, Martay, this man stay cheesing no matter what. It seemed like this man gets shot. That hurt, just still cheesing. Oh, he gets stabbed. That hurt, just still cheesing. This nigga smiles at every single thing. We could have died that day, and he was just still cheesing. So I see Martay across the street, because I have a corner store across the street, and everybody met up over there. Like my friend K, he was in a mix of it, like at a gunshot, and he came over there after. I was like, bro, what happened? Did they shoot anybody? Because I thought somebody had got shot. He was like, no, they just shot at the ground. They was robbing it. So they took my friend H's chain. They took my friend H's chain. But after everything had happened, I heard he had got his chain back, because my neighbors had got it back from him. And I heard the cops had caught one of them. They caught them somewhere, but the cops had caught one of them. So I go across the street, Martay's over there just cheesing. I was like, Martay, what are you cheesing for? We could have got shot. We could have died. This man said, oh no.
Bruh.
Martay, what do you mean you don't know? That was a real gunshot, nigga. It's not play. It's not one of them cap guns, nigga. That was real. Because if it wasn't real, I would have stayed at the park. When I got home, my LeBrons were so muddy. I didn't clean them for like 3 days. Like, oh my goodness. I didn't go to that park for like 3 days. Bro, I was so scared, bro. You don't understand. The girl was scared. I can't believe Martay was smiling though. Like, this man was really smiling like it was a game. Like it was a game. And Martay, he got them long legs. And we was running the same speed, looking at him just... Oh, we was running the same speed, and this man was just cheesing. I'm like, bro. And of course, as you know how we talk about Martay's teeth all the time. Of course, you know he ain't brush his teeth. He's just cheesing with plaque all over his teeth. Oh my goodness, it was crazy that day. I really thought I was gonna lose my life. If I would have ran the shortcut with it, I really thought I was gonna lose my life. Like, you understand? All these turnovers, man. My goodness. But it was so crazy. Like, you don't understand. But that was the story time. That was my very first story time. I know I was nervous, and I mean, hopefully you guys understand it. But I was nervous. This is my very first story time. Yeah, so you don't have to bear with me. Shout out to everybody that supported me, man. I hit 50, like what, 4 days ago. Shout out to that boy. Shout out to my nigga Zion. Subscribe to him at Relegate, and shout out to my nigga Tony. Subscribe to him at Tino 2 times. Shout out to my nigga Martay. That's my nigga, but this nigga was really smiling. Shout out to my boy Plexi, man. Go subscribe to him at Plexi. Plecsy. Go subscribe to him. And this is my very first story time. As you can tell, I was nervous, so. And your boy out. Chill.
On that beat, go.